everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Broncos coming in at 3-4, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 5-1. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the San Diego Chargers and the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
They'll go again with Bell. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. From the end zone, Smith got a man, and he hits him in stride. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To throw is Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 1st down, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Goes underneath for Bell. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. The give is to Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here's Smith now on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Here's Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own 1, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. First down, Mariota. And his first pass is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And the back goes into motion. Third and long here for Mariota. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, and got his man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Bell, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Slot man moves right. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
On 1st down, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Red zone opportunity.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. To throw is Smith. This is Bell on the dump off. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Smith on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Mariota now on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it brings up fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 50, it's Smith. A screen to Bell. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Smith. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make it 6-0. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short. He can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Virgil able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. Third and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for San Diego. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he cuts middle, creating space. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Big mistake. Here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Now Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards. That time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.